numbers and improper fractions for today. Now these are definitely terms which you should be somewhat familiar with. And when you see mixed number, what is a mixed number? Yes?
When you got a whole of a fraction.
When you have a whole number and you have a fraction. Give me an example, Josiah.
1.
Good. 1 and 3/4. It's mixed because you mix together a whole number with a fraction. Okay? So this would give us a value 1 and 3/4. If I were to put this on a number line, where would I put 1 and 3/4? Where would I put 1 and 3/4? Maddie? Okay, well let's put a 1 here, let's put a 2 here. Where would 1 and 3/4 go? Willie? Well, yeah, it would. If this is halfway between, it would go halfway to the half, right? So 1 and 3/4. So it's closer to 2 than it is to 1, right? How do I know that 1 and 3/4 is closer to 2 than it is to 1? Yeah. What's the benchmark that you're using for your fraction? You say 2 with the 4. What is that? What is 2 over 4? Half. So if it's more than half, you say 3/4 is more than half, right? Yeah, so it would be closer to the 2. Now, what we need to do is we need to put this mixed number into what's called an improper fraction. What makes a fraction improper? Poor manners. Sydney. Okay, so when the numerator is larger than the denominator, because usually in regular fractions, we've got the smaller number on top, bigger number on the bottom. Improper fractions don't work that way. So in our conversion, our denominator stays the same. So if I'm working with a 4 on the bottom, I'm working with the 4 on the bottom of my improper. Okay? Now, I will take my 4, my denominator, I'll multiply it to my whole number. What is 4 times 1? 4. What happens with the 3? Which gives me now 7 over 4. Top number larger than the bottom? Okay, very good. So try a couple here. I'll give you a couple of examples. Yeah, this should not take us too long. Go for it. 3 and 5/6, 1 and 2/9. 'Didn't they keep yapping? Keep yapping. You. You're keeping at it. You're keeping at it. Look. What? Three times 6, 18, plus 5. 1 times 9, 9 plus 2. Very good. Four and 3/5. 1 and 4/15. Denominator stays the same. If you watch, I won't have to explain it to you again. Yes, I'm talking to you. Because you're the one that raises your hand after every time we do this to say, I have no idea what's going on. What? What? How did you get that? Huh? Miss Lorette, how did you get that? Denominator is what? Say it. Multiply denominator by whole number. 5 times 4 plus 3. Good. Yes, you got it. Good. Denominator stays the same. One times 15 plus 4. So now it's all the more important that you do this right away, because now you got it.
That's the answer I got.
Any mixed number can be put into an improper fraction. Any improper fraction can be put into a mixed number. (17/5). We need to ask ourselves, because it's improper, because the numerator is larger than the denominator, how many times can I put 5 into 17 without going over, Cheyenne? And that is my whole number. Now, 3 times the 5 was what? 15. So, how many are left over from the 17? 2. Denominator stays the same for now. But when you convert from improper to mixed, you may have to do something that you don't have to do the other way around. And that's what? I may have to simplify. Did not have to do it with that one, but let's see if I can come up with an example. Of course I can. 27/12. 12 into 27. Trinity. 2 is 24. How many from 27 is the 24? Trinity? 3/12. Now you need to make sure that that fraction is in simplest form. 3/12. Is it in simplest form, or do they have anything else in common? They have 3 in common. Therefore, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 12 divided by 3 is 4. So you should have 2 and 1/4. (21/14). 10/4. How many times can I put 14 into 21? Once. And how many would be left if I take 14 from 21? 7/14 is what in simplest form? 1 1/2. 4 into 10. How many times can I put 4 into 10? Kishana. 2 gives me 8. If I take 8 from 10, how many are left? 2, which equals 2 1/2. So 1 1/2 and 2 1/2 is what we have for those. You want your assignment? You want more? The nice thing is that some of you had the, well, we'll get to that with the next one. You should still be able to use your knowledge of your multiplication tables to figure out how many times you could put 8 into 68, and that would be 8 times, because 8 times 8 is 64. Take 64 from 68, you would have 4 left, which equals 8 and 1/2. Now the next one. Chances are with your 12s, you don't know your tables in your head all the way up to 232 or what it's going to take to be close enough to 232. So you had to come up with a strategy to find out what it really was. And some of you then actually tried to find out using division. That's awesome. So 12 goes into 23 once and into 112 9 times, okay? And the 12 times the 9 is the 108. So if I go ahead and I take the 108 from the 112, how many are left? So my whole number is 19. There are 4 left over the 12. 19 and 1/3. Okay, very good. If you do get to a point where you need to actually do some actual division, you should know what it is that you have to do. Now, you may see some on your sheet that will test that knowledge and make you work through some of that division on your own. Okay, take out 3-5. Should be a blue one on the back of 3-6. Yep. This represents number 1. Brandon. Very good. I've got 2 whole circles shaded, and on the 3rd circle where it's not totally shaded, 3 of the 4 pieces are shaded. Any questions how to do 2, 3, and 4 then? Are they all divided into 4s? No, so be careful. Don't just assume that they're all in 4ths. 5 through 20, write each mixed number as an improper fraction. And 21 through 36, write each improper fraction as a mixed number in simplest form. So please make sure that you simplify when necessary. 37 and 38 will be extra credit. So if you want to put stars by 37 and 38, I would encourage you. You know, I know it's only a couple of points, but it covers you if you get a couple of these wrong. 37 and 38 are extra credit. Okay? So you have about 15 minutes, and you can begin working on that now.